Hey, my doll fashionistas from across the globe. It's your girl, Nirah J, the chocolate doll lover. Let's have a conversation about beautiful black dolls and representation. I'm so glad I wear maroon and gray. I'm so glad I wear maroon and gray. Oh, I'm so glad that I wear maroon and gray, singing glory, hallelujah. I wear maroon and gray. Yes. Woo, 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 woo. So, if you know anything about an HBCU, which stands for Historically Black College or University, you know that every HBCU has their own version of their song of praise for their university. I am super excited to share these beautiful, gorgeous dolls that are here before you by HBCyoUDolls and Purpose Toys. But before we get into that, please ensure that you like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Drop a comment below in the section, a comment section, so that we can have a conversation, continue the conversation about dolls. So, thank you for just being loyal, for all of my new friends that are joining me from the Dollyverse. I thank you guys for just all your love and support. I thank you in advance for all of the likes, the shares, and subscribes. New subscribers that are coming to the Chocolate Doll Lover channel. You guys really have been showing love, and I thank you. And you're really helping me to continue my authenticity as I support and share beautiful brown girl dolls. Now, this particular line of dolls is really near and dear to me. If you are familiar with HBCYOU, HBCYOU dolls, and that's on Instagram, and Purpose Toys, you know more about Purpose Toys, because Purpose Toys is the company, which is a black-owned toy company that is responsible for these new, beautiful, authentically represented African-American dolls that look like me, look like you, look like your daughter, look like your sister too. The Naturalistas. So those are the newest hype. In turn, as the Naturalistas have dropped, so has the Historically Black College University dolls. And they are absolutely gorgeous. So let's talk. What is an HBCU, right? Well, Historically Black College and University is an academic institution that was created by African Americans for African Americans to educate our community. I am a proud alumni of Texas Southern University that's in the Houston, Texas area. And I am grateful for every moment of my Historically Black College University experience. Now, we are in a time where cultural representation in toys is finally starting to be a thing. It's long overdue, considering that Black people have been buying toys for forever, and Black girls have always been cheated out of quality dolls. So the thought of representation, more so, and also too, one of the most struggles of being a Black woman or African American or a mixed Black woman with multiple race Black woman, I should say, has been our hair. So to have 3 dolls from the same line, which is from HBCU Dolls, which is again a Purpose Toys company, which Purpose Toys is a Black-owned toy company that represents African American or Black for us by us community of toy makers. I'm super excited. I really feel special as a HBCU grad to even have these dolls. So first off, let's just talk logistics. Let's actually talk the structure of the dolls themselves. So I'm gonna grab here Hope, and we're gonna have a conversation about actually each doll. So aesthetically, let's talk about features. They each have curly rooted hair of a different dimension or grade or style. Their rooting and these HBCU dolls are excellent. I have, in the 3 dolls that I have, each of their hair coil texture is different. As you can see here with Hope's hair, who on the box, she is sporting an afro, but when she comes, she does not have an afro. So it's like this hair would definitely have to be manipulated and picked out. The second thing, so they have exceptionally rooted curly hair of different, to represent a different grade of hair. Each of them have different complexions of their, representing skin complexions, and their eyes are all different as well. The placement of the color and this little reflective area are of different sizes. Their faces, I thought initially were the same, but they all look different. Two key things to that is their eye color, and also their the color of the paint that was done to screen their faces. I'm gonna put Nicole back. And as you see, I'm sorry, that is Hope. As you see, Nicole, who's the homecoming queen, looks completely different from Hope. Okay, I love that. I love that y'all didn't give us the same exact doll, or even if the mold is similar, their painting is different. The way they look is different, and I love that about the best thing about that is that it's their hair. So this is Alyssa. Alyssa was the original doll of the line of I would say the first doll to launch. She's a cheer captain and a physics major. She's a committed student. Alyssa takes pride in her studies, at being the best classmate with her expertise in physics and leadership skills. As cheer captain, Alyssa has led her cheer team to become the top performers in her state. Now, Alyssa's hair, if you can see on the box back here, was really full and long, and I'll insert a clip about how, I'll insert a clip that I featured on Instagram. When I first opened her, she had a head full of hair. Okay. Now, I was not expecting, and I'm going to be real, that all that hair to be the way it was. It wasn't, her hair was the only one that I had a challenge with, that I ended up cutting because her hair had matting at the end. And it was only due to the way it was in the box. She was in the box that the hair was, showing all you little doll stuff. So let me just keep her here for a moment. So Alyssa is has curly hair. They all have curly hair, but they're different grades. And I use a 3C, 4C. I don't know these codes. It's hair. It's all different texture hair. So this is a truly curly hair. Nicole has like a little bit elongated ringlets, more like wavy textured hair. And Hope's hair is kinky curly in turn, which is how that once you blow dry and stretch kinky curly hair, you end up with an afro. Okay. And actually all of them have their own versions of afro. Alyssa has a curly afro, and I have not done anything other than finger separate Nicole's hair. So they're vinyl. The legs, here we go. The legs, the hands, the face are vinyl. They have a hard plastic body. So sis, guess what? Baby girl can get in the pool, in the tub, go to the beach, water games outside. Like, you got, washing hair, sitting in the tub for a prolonged period. Like, these dolls are durable. I appreciate that, because we've been getting, even with like one of the top companies, of course, we know American Girl, their dolls have cloth bodies. Now, what the cloth bodies does is allows for a little bit more posability, because one of the issues, as you can see, is that when they sit down, these dolls sit gap wide, so gap leg, which is, for a collector who's a storyteller, that might present itself as a challenge, but we're all creatives and we can make that work. I showed you the rooting on Hope's hair. The rooting is just as significantly neat and just done right in Alyssa and in Nicole's hair. So let's check off some boxes. Representation, hands down. We got the complexions. We got the academic piece. Hope is the student body president, and she's a 4th generation student at her HBCU. Nicole is a pre-med student, and she is who promotes healthy living and using her platform as homecoming queen to do so. So we have a homecoming queen and a pre-med major. We have a 4th generation who's a captain of the debate team, which is Hope. We have the cheer captain, who is also a physics major and doubles in building her leadership skills. We have some queens sitting on this table. The idea of it. These are dolls, of course, with the idea that will promote and what this would do for young Black girls is amazing. Brooke Hart Jones is the brainchild behind. Shout out to you, Brooke. She's a Hampton University graduate. Hampton University in Virginia, and she's an alum and creator of the HBCyoUDolls. Now, all of this is brought to us by Purpose Toys. If I had not already said, this is an unsponsored video that I'm sponsoring for these two companies, HBCyoUDolls and Purpose Toys. It's just something I've chosen to do because Black hair, Black beauty, Black doll, Black girl representation is something that, unfortunately, in 2222, you trying to tell me that we just really getting dolls that look like this? And I mean, there's other companies, but honey, y'all know they ain't cute. Just be real, okay? And it doesn't make sense. And then we have been fooled thinking that, just like with even Black hair care products, that some of these companies, because they say things are for Black girls or for Black women or for Black people, that they're made by Black people, and they're not. There, a lot of companies represent or pretend to perpetrate Black culture through representation of things that they feel that will appeal to Black people, and it works. It's a scheme and a scam that works, but this is legitimate. These are authentic dolls. They are absolutely beautiful. Hands down, I give them a 95% overall rating. The hair is exceptional. And it's a good grade of nylon. The thing that it's important to do is that when you get your dolls out the box, let me quickly demonstrate. So the only one I would say that would kind of be misleading. So if you were looking to get a doll that has an afro, a Hope doll with an afro, it's not. She's gonna come with her hair in the kinky state. So it would have to be stretched, and I'm not gonna do that with mine. Even though I wanted the afro, I'm good with how this looks. And it may just have been a discrepancy in the production of the dolls, but once you got things going on, you just got to keep it moving. But her hair is gorgeous, super thick. Alyssa's is super thick, Nicole's is super thick, and it's all directionally rooted so that it should not tangle. because they're curls. So that's something I thought about that. You know, we have a hard time with our hair all the time as African American women, black girls. And this is really, really beautiful. I'm so proud of you guys, Purpose Toys. I'm so proud of you guys for supporting HBCU dolls. The idea that blacks women can excel and will excel into the promotion of higher academia, higher education is such a beautiful thing. Now, I am so let me show you their outfits. Well, Hope is still in her original outfits, which is a pair of jeans and some like sneakers that kind of look like they remind me of Air Force Ones. Kind of remind me of like an Air Force One. Oh yeah, here we go again, y'all. It's just a plain white sneaker. They are 18-inch dolls. So what that means is that it's 18-inch dolls wear 18-inch doll clothes. So Alyssa came in her HBCU cheer outfit. And this is a non-specific cheer outfit. There are like Tuskegee University that has their own HBCU doll, and I'm sure those alumni got together to make that happen, to sponsor HBCU dolls. But this was how the Alyssa doll that is non-specific HBU represents will come dressed in this with her white Air Force Ones that look like the ones that Hope has on her feet. Now, I put Hope in. I had a big Amaya that I called myself was trying to create into a brown girl, and it didn't happen. So I took her clothes, though, because we know Rainbow High has some fire clothes. And that Amaya doll's clothes was like A1 if you had that doll. Was hands down, top of the line, quality, stitching, and the idea behind that outfit. So Alyssa has... she's rocking the outfit all with the exception of the sweatshirt. So if you do have the Rainbow High doll that my friend, she with some modification to the skirt because it's actually just too wide in the waist, she can wear the Rainbow High clothes. I dressed Nicole here in a My Life, the Walmart doll clothing. I wanted to see what they could wear, and the shoes, which are this outfit that she has on it is like less than $7, for maybe about $7 or $8 for both pieces. The shoes were actually $4 and the outfit was $5, so that's $9. So I lied. The outfit was $5 even, which came with a headband. Actually came with a jacket, some random jacket. I have no idea where it is, and headband and the dress. And I found the shoes to match, and I actually cut the ankle straps off of those shoes because they were too big. But Nicole came dressed in this gorgeous gown, and all of this actually kind of reminds me of Texas Southern a little bit. I don't recall them wearing the silver dresses, but we did have gray, maroon and gray, and white, and or I said maroon and gray, so a silver dress would have been appropriate as for one of the court members would wear. And I think I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure they have worn silver in place of that gray in some of the homecomings. Which is a really a major time. When you're actually on campus, homecoming is fire. I went back as an alumni to one, and it was like not for me, put it that way. But I have contributed a lot to Texas Southern in representation since I've actually been back in Houston. So this is her gown. It is just an A-line gown, one shoulder strap, and she has the HBCU sash. So what are my true thoughts? Like I said, give you 95%. So let's talk about the 5% that should be and consideration if it's in your budget. Purpose Toys and HBCU dolls. Let's add some articulation at the knees and at the elbows, or at least at the legs, so that these girls can actually sit. Because I'm looking at it like, say, it's. I don't know what your intent was, if it was for grads, HBCU grads, to collect the doll and be able to possibly find their HBCU and display it, for true doll collectors, or for little girls. I think it's for all of everybody, but each person has their own idea. And in 2022, if we're able to get articulated dolls in some type of way, that'd be great. There's nothing else that I would change. You gave us some acrylic eyes, beautiful, beautiful makeup, beautiful, beautiful faces, beautiful, beautiful complexions, representation, and the hair is off the chain. Hands down, bomb.com. And this is from Black companies. We know that we can have some times where our companies, our people don't show up, you know, or they rush the process, or they're coerced into, you know, coerced. And as a result, they don't produce good product. This is not the case. You're going to love these dolls. So I sure go out and at least get one. You know, get one. You know, if you have ever been a homecoming queen, or you have someone, she did beauty pageants as well. That's the storyline behind Nicole. Henceforth, you know, the dolls are look, the dolls are beautiful. They don't look exactly like the inside the box, but these girls are customizable. They're beautiful out the box. They fully vinyl and plastic. So look, you guys can get them. You don't have to worry about sis getting them wet. Baby doll that like to tear up stuff and be dunking them and everything, they're gonna be able to be wiped off. So you're gonna get your money's worth. And guess what? They're $34.99. Can't beat that. Cannot beat that. And for curl power, girl, black girl magic, girl power, this is beautiful. And it's promoting the, you know, the other question is, like, what is a HBCU if you didn't already know? A historically black college university, it is the truth. I'm telling you, this is when I tell you that black excellence is a privilege and not a right. This is that privilege that Brooke Hart-Jones is walking on with the release of these dolls. I'm here for it. Like I said, that 5% really is just my take on it from a storyteller's perspective. But like, if we look at American Girl dolls, we like the My Generation dolls, this other brand that's on Amazon, and the American Girl dolls. At the end of the day, I'm gonna be real. The faces are gorgeous on these HBCU dolls. The hair is bomb to the dot, to the comb. I mean, fantastic. Like, you're gonna find your curl power. You have to. And if you want to take the time out to stretch and fro out Hope's hair, do it. And I would say that that's a part of that 5% is the misleading and the representation of her hair. I really was expecting to have this dynamic afro like our Naturalista, which is their label mate's hair. This is how I thought she would come out the box, and that's Dana. And so, hey, y'all label mates, shout out to the Naturalistas as well. Y'all, ooh, that's for another video that'll be coming soon. But this, what, I'm happy. They get a heart, 2 thumbs up for HBCU dolls. Brooke Hart-Jones, Purpose Toys, keep this coming. So let's have Amy ask. So as you continue to move on, please don't change the dolls at all. Other than if you're in a position in another wave, maybe later, you know, in the new year, once you reach your selling goals and you're able to go back to the table, if you're already back to the table to improve the dolls. Articulation, we got to have some articulation. If you can get on those bodies at the knee, that can at least move at the knees and the elbows, I think we would be fantastic, honey. But if it's not something that's possible, hey, it is what it is. Do not go cloth body though. That's what sets you guys apart, is that your dolls are durable already off the bat. I've had Nicole and I've had Alyssa for almost 2 weeks now, and they have hit the floor so many times. I don't know what it's been. I have been trying to film this video, y'all, for the last several days. And I said, okay, let me get Hope and just do all of them together. So I'm finally able to do this video. But these dolls have flipped off the table, flipped off the couch so many times. Boxes fallen over, and nothing has been compromised. There's no crack in the body, and the body is, again, of a harder plastic. The limbs are vinyl. And so this is they thought about wear and tear play, but they also thought about, I think, shelf life as well. You know, if they're going to be in the boxes, if for those who just collect, who don't interact with their dolls, they're going to be beautifully displayed, and if you play with them, great storylines. Like, I have some great storylines. And another thing that I really love about it is that they have mature faces. They actually have college faces. And and then they can be customized too if you want to strip and redo their eyebrows, and you know, their makeup doesn't need to be changed, because this is from Black girls who's done this. So they already knew what to tell their toy makers for them. Of course, with they're Chinese built dolls, but the vision is Black. And all of their makeup, their lip gloss or their lip color is it complements their complexions. Not like we have some of these dolls, in theory, they have the curly hair and the puffs and all that. Then they got this crazy ass, excuse my language, crazy ass eyes, acrylic eye colors that they have put in there. Not saying that there's no eye diversity, eye color diversity, because it is in our community. I have, just my children alone have different shades of brown eyes, even my husband as well. And his mother had like hazel eyes. And I have cousins who have hazel eyes, who are dark skinned with hazel eyes. So it's not like there's no they did it right. Some of these other companies have just, like, in a sense, black-faced dolls without blackface, and it's made them, like, that's not how we look. This is how we look. We can. And most of them, it is what it is. I love you guys. Share your thoughts on these HBCU dolls. The price point is $34.99 for curl power again, for cultural representation, for skin tone representation, for curl power representation. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, I got my vote 100%. Now let's get some Black boys, if you can, on this docket to be released, if you haven't already, because they will do exceptionally as well. Just think of it. You can do they're female drum majors as well, but a drum major. You know what I'm saying? You can do Greek life. You can do Greek life with the girls, the sororities, a sorority release with the same dolls. You don't even have to add any characters unless you added one other character. But these three girls are fine. I mean, there is these three shades are fine. I believe the three curls are fine. Unless if you're going to introduce another doll, let sis have blowout hair, honey, and they come in a box like that, okay? That would be my ask. And I know there's some others that are asking that as too, but give us some boys. Give us some boys to go with these girls so that our young boys can also, and also young women, young girls can see boys, characters thriving, Black boys. We have, it's a deficit of Black doll, boy doll representation. And that's another video. But anyway, please remember to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you know when I post another video. And please keep coming back. Go out and get you some HBCU dolls. Alyssa, Nicole, and Hope at Target is where I found all three of mine. They're on Target.com, where they will be shipped in a timely manner, versus on the Amazon store, which would be, I'm not sure the store on there is not, clearly have not acquired them yet. And I have not seen them actually be really released on Walmart.com, but you can go into the stores. I actually drove all the way to Atascocita, Texas, which is north, like almost an hour from me, to the Target up there, because they actually did have her. The Atascocita Target is the only one that I saw that had all three of the girls on the shelf. So shout out to you, Atascocita. In my community, which is further south down the Beltway, they only have Alyssa. I found Nicole a little bit further. Where did I find? I found Nicole actually in Missouri City. So I was on the hunt for these dolls, and then Alyssa we found right in Pearland, and my husband was with me when I got Alyssa. My sons were with me, and my sons, when I opened each of the dolls, were just like, "Oh, Mom, they are so pretty," which was like, you know, as a mom, that's what you want to hear. Like, oh, they can see themselves. They can see pretty black girls, and so that's the whole purpose of Chocolate Doll Lover. Please, again, like, subscribe. I love you. You're already welcome back. Have a fantastic life in the Dolly world, girl. See you soon. I'm Nirah J.